everybody. My name is Mark, and this is my second video. Welcome to my house. I just want to say thank you for all the good feedback on the first video. If you haven't seen it, the link will be in the description, and I hope you enjoyed that one as well. Okay. Not all these ideas in this video are originally mine. It's kind of things I've picked from different sources. Some of it's mine, but I think a lot of it will help you with your solve as well. Let's see, I wanted to give you all of the best information I had available to me and kind of condense it all into one before I create my next series of videos, which will be my future journey to Montana and where exactly I believe the treasure chest to be. Introducing first, I want to start by talking about Homer Brown. Why it is probably the best starting point. And I believe that is because it is searchable. Searchable by Google Maps. You can do a lot of things to search Homer Brown. And then at that point, you can backtrack to where Warm Waters halt to verify you're at the correct Homer Brown. There's a million Homer Browns, there's a million where Warm Waters halts, but if you can search Homer Brown and find a solid where Warm Waters halt when you backtrack it, and then continue on from clues from there, now you know that you're on the right path and that you're more likely to be on the right solve. Forrest Fenn said that you have to begin at Warm Waters halt, but I don't believe that he meant you cannot figure out where Warm Waters halt by backtracking to it from Homer Brown. Topic number 2, let go of the numbers. It's a mathematical impossibility to figure out a solution to your solve by numbers from the book. Reason being, there are way too many numbers and there's an infinite amount of things those numbers can mean. Okay, there's no way to verify that anything is correct or that you're even on the right path. So for example, Forrest Fenn uses the number 50 a lot. Does 50 refer to where Warm Waters halt, distance to the treasure? Or does 50 mean the blaze is 50 feet high? We have no idea. Those numbers are meaningless and there's just way too many possibilities. The one exception is in Too Far to Walk, when Forrest Fenn says 10 miles is too far to walk. That could help because Forrest Fenn gives additional information pertaining to that number. That could help. Random numbers from the book do not help. I hope this helps you. Topic 3, Decipher versus Cipher. I'm going to refer to my notes a little bit here. Decipher means to convert into normal language or succeed in understanding / interpreting. Cipher, on the other hand, is a secret or disguised way of writing a code. Obviously, deciphering is good, Forrest Fenn says this. Ciphering is not good, or ciphers are not good. You don't want to break down it into numbers, the whole poem, or rearrange things, or anything like that. Anagrams are no-no, they're ciphers. People think that they're not, or say that they're not. Anagrams are ciphers. It's taking what he's putting out and you're just completely messing with this poem. So just throwing that out there. All the clues are consecutive as well. So if you start rearranging paragraphs or stanzas in his poem, you're messing with his poem. So ciphers bad, deciphering good. Alright, topic number 4. The end is ever drawing nigh and there'll be no paddle up your creek. Everybody always talks about nigh, the old English term is left, but I wanted to focus more on the end is ever drawing nigh part, which means, in my mind, ever drawing, it's farther away than the rest of the clues. So it's farther away and to the left. No paddle up your creek. I think that he's actually talking about a creek there because that's the only really logical thing that comes to mind. and it means upstream. So from the previous clue to the next clue, you're going upstream up a creek, whether that be a lake body that empties into a creek and is going upstream. That would be my take on it. And the stream in this situation would have to be rocky or impassable in some way to fit that clue, if that makes sense. So in summation, follow the creek upstream and go to the left. Topic number 5, train clues, train hints. Because they're really hints because they're not part of the 9 clues, but they're still in the poem. So what I believe those train hints are peace, peace, which is going to look like peace symbol, and let's see, the letters Y, A, I. They're actually going to look like this, for example. And that would be like a shape of maybe a grove or something to that effect. Let's see. I've done it tired and now I'm weak. Man laying down. Hear me all and listen good. Heart shape is obviously ear, hear me all, listen good. And braving in the wood. Tomahawk, kind of. All right. So those are what I believe to be the train clues. Now, why do I believe Y, A, and I are all clues? Well, just look at the poem. First letter, A, as I've gone alone in there, and with my treasures bold, I can keep my secret where, and hint of riches new and old. All A's and I's, pretty much that whole thing. And you come down here. So why is it that I must go and leave my trove to all seek? The answers I already know. I've done it tired and now I'm weak. You kind of see where I'm going with that. That's why I think those letters are involved. And I think every time that they say the word wise or say the word Y, they're really referring to the letter Y as it relates to train clues, forks in a river, things of that nature. All right, last but not least, the grand finale, topic number 6, what I believe is the key or legend of the poem. So a while back on Facebook, somebody wrote, what do you guys think the key to legend of Forrest Fenn's poem is? I'll tell you what I believe it is. I believe it lies within his books. I think he's talking about, in particularly, the foreword to $17 a square inch. I'll bring it up real quick. I'll just read it right here. After being seated at a table for 12, the man on my left started pointing out celebrities around the room. Bob and Ray from Reader's Digest, David Brinkley, Cary Grant, and Andy Warhol. I was thrilled to see such famous people, he went on and on. But what I want you to take out of that is Cary Grant, okay? In Catcher in the Rye, Cary Grant was referenced many times as well. To get back on track, I believe Terry Scant with Marvel Gaze is arguably one of the hardest clues in the poem to decipher. But I believe there's a possibility I might have deciphered it. Do you remember when Forrest Fenn said, I can't believe my granddaughter didn't know who Clark Gable was? Well, guess who has the same exact initials as Clark Gable? Cary Grant. There's a journal entry where Forrest Fenn said that he met Cary Grant, journal entry from Mysterious Writing. Terry Scant have no reason, those two words have no reason to be next to each other in Forrest Fenn's poem, besides to fit together to rhyme with Cary Grant. That fits his riddle or poem or whatever you want to call it. Let's see. So, next part. Terry Scant with marble gaze. Why would someone just be standing around gazing marvelously? That doesn't help in any fashion to solve a treasure hunt. He's talking about Marvel Comics. Terry Scant, Cary Grant from Marvel Comics. In this issue in particular, when he's talking to, I believe, Catwoman or somebody, he says, unmasks himself, and she goes, "Whoa, you're Cary Grant," in big bold letters. I hope that brings a smile to your face. I hope that you get something out of those 6 topics. And stay tuned because there'll be more videos. I'm Mark, and I'm all business up top. I'm all party down low.